What's up everybody, welcome to Toying Around. Today we have two of the Fortnite action figures by Mcfarlane Toys. These are the 7-inch scale action figures from the very popular Fortnite video game. So we're going to be taking a look at these figures. If you know me, you know that I'm a very harsh critic of Mcfarlane Toys based on their lack of articulation in the past. However, I have been seeing some very positive comments about these figures. So when I walked into EB Games earlier this week, EB Games being the Canadian equivalent of GameStop, they had these two in stock, so I picked them up and I thought the character designs look pretty cool and I would check them out. I have played Fortnite before. Fortunately, I am terrible at it, so I'm not addicted to the game. However, these designs do look very good to me. I am familiar with the game, so let's have a quick look at these two. So first off, we have the Cuddle team leader. Looks like a lady in a bear suit. It's got a cool pink box. On the side here, we have the image of the costume. It says Cuddle team leader there. And on the right side, the Epic Games logo, Fortnite, another picture. And on the back, it's very generic. 22 moving parts. It shows the other figures in this wave. 4 mystery outline figures from the next wave. 17 centimeters. Mcfarlane Toys. Alright, Todd, let's hope you do not disappoint. Put that back here. And then we have the Skull Trooper. Light blue box here. Here's the art on the side. And it's the same image on the back, but with a different color scheme. So that's the boxes. Let's get to opening. Side swipe. So out of box, let's look at the accessories that each one comes up with. The Cuddle team leader comes with this unicorn, this assault rifle here. Is this the scar? And a bow. And the Skull Trooper comes with this. Really cool design. The pack. And sniper rifle. Now, in terms of the figure itself, it has a really nice kind of two-tone pink all throughout the costume. There's a little bit darker parts all over to highlight the shading, to kind of really detail a furry costume here. In terms of paint application for the figure itself, everything seems to be immaculate. Looks fantastic within the lines. The boots have a nice shiny gloss on the pink, as well as the gloves here. For the Skull Trooper, it's a great looking costume. It's a matte black paint, and just like the other one, the paint is done relatively well. I have no complaints. And for Mcfarlane figure, this is looking pretty good so far. If we do some close-ups on the accessories, however, the paint on the gun, at least they give us different colors. It's actually really plain, but it's nice that it's not just one color of plastic like Hasbro does in some of their weapons. So this is a nice touch. Same with the design of these here, the axes. Paint is relatively pretty good. Designs are fantastic, and it's just a unique looking prop. It's just a fun toy to have in your collection. So we're gonna try and put the bow on the back of this figure here, and just from eyeballing here, it looks like the peg itself is way too big to fit in. Pause. That's one thing Todd needs to work on. Again, this peg is way too big. It's too wide, girthy to fit into this hole. So that is unfortunate. This goes on the back, right? Am I crazy? Articulation wise, the head goes around. It can look up this far, and down looks down pretty far. That's fantastic. Shoulders go out pretty much that high. But the most surprising part so far is this has sort of a butterfly joint. Look at that. So not only does the shoulder go up and down, it has the butterfly joints to move the arms back and forward. Look at that. And the arms rotate all the way around. They have the bicep swivel here. Double jointed elbows. Look at you, Todd. Female figures with double jointed elbows. Look at you, man. It's a little stiff, so you might want to heat that though. And they have the wrist ball peg here that is similar to ones that you would find on Japanese imports. That gives a nice range of motion there, all the way around, back and forth, and you don't get hand swaps, but I guess you don't really need to go that detailed. You have one trigger hand on this side. You have a upper abdomen articulation. She can kind of stand up straight, lean forward that much, and then you have the pelvic joint right here that's on the top, which doesn't have that much range of motion, but it does give an extra bit of articulation. For the crotch here, there's not much give. The leg goes out that far, that's it. Goes forward this much. To turn it here a bit, you have to angle it a bit. You can't do straight out, you have to kind of rotate it this way. And when you do that, how does it look? No, that's a nasty separation there. You have double jointed knees. And the ankle rocker, like I said, they're using these ball pegs that are almost very similar to SHF or even Revoltech style joints. And toe articulation. What? Okay, I see you. Look at those eyes. Now, how well does she hold her weapons? We can put the rifle here in this hand. This one goes in pretty easily too. For the Skull Trooper, he has head articulation that goes all the way around like this. It goes up and down, and also the neck. Does the neck move? Yes, the neck does move a little bit. But he does have a nice range of motion. You can get a lot of different looks over here with this guy. So of course, this also has the butterfly joint, which is awesome. Like I said before, shoulder goes up this high, and of course with the butterfly joint goes back and forth. Bicep swivel, but of course once you do the bicep swivel, the skeleton here, skeleton paint changes up. Nothing you can do about that. The paint actually goes into the elbow joint, which is something that I feel like Hasbro would have skipped over. Like they would leave that whole piece unpainted. So props to you, Mcfarlane Toys. Double jointed elbow. We have the Revoltech style wrist joint that goes like this, and 360, and of course your gun grip hand. Upper torso turn this much, forward a little bit, standing straight up a little bit. Let's get that head articulation too. This far forward, this far back. And the upper pelvic joint, I mean it moves, but it doesn't really have much give, so it's almost pointless. But it's better than Todd's statues that he used to put out before. Part here, the joints are actually very well hidden from this paint, so I kind of like that. It goes forward pretty much, that's it, and out to the side that much, and those are the joints used inside. the usual ratcheting sound. You can hear that right there, right? It almost looks like it's really boxy and it's very limited, but it actually clicks in and has decent range. There's double jointed knees, the Revoltech style ankle rockers, and of course the toe joint. Of course, let's try to get his pack on. Let's see if these fit. See, now this one fits well, so am I not supposed to be putting the bow on her, or was just mine defective, that single one? We're gonna put this sniper rifle in his hand. That's a really fat grip. So, for the sniper rifle. Oh, there we go. Both of these figures come in around 7 inches tall. For some size comparisons, on the left we have a Mezco Punisher, 1/12 scale, and on the right we have a Marvel Legends Captain America. And if you wanted to pair these as goons next to some Joker or Harley Quinn figures, here is an SHF Harley Quinn. Finally, I think I have to give these figures 8 out of 10. As much as Also, they come with great looking accessories, and alongside the costumes they're a lot of fun. While they're a bit tall for the Will you be buying or army building these? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe please if you like the video, and click the bell to be notified of new posts. Sorry my voice is kind of weird this time, but I'm sick. Anyway, thanks for watching and keep toying around.